I've talked about this before, about people who they just can't, like they're hanging on to like the latest, the next tweet from the debunkers all the time. Like there's people out there that are trying to constantly debunk this whole phenomenon. And for instance, Mick West, who's probably the most well-known debunker online right now, he's constantly trying to say that certain UFO pictures are, they have prosaic explanations and there's nothing to see there, when he really doesn't know what he's talking about a lot of the time. But for instance, in recent weeks, the Calvine UFO image was released. A reporter, UFO investigator, published the Calvine UFO picture. It was something that was taken by two chefs, in England, in the Scottish Highlands, back in the 90s. And this picture was supposed to be the best picture ever of a UFO. And I've done a podcast on this and a video. I'm sure a lot of you have seen it. But I mean, within minutes of that thing coming out, Mick West had to go online really quick and say, "Whoa, it's just it could be a military kite." And then later on, he tried to state that it was just a reflection of an object on water, even though the picture was taken over rolling hills. But I mean, he came out almost immediately after that picture came out, coming up with excuses for it. That is because there is an audience out there. There is a market out there. There's a market for disinformation, for debunking, because there's people out there, and you have to wonder about these people. I mean, and they think they know these people think they're smart. They act like they pretend that they're smart. They think they're smart. They act like they're really smart about everything, and they know it all, right? These people that follow people like Mick West and Stephen Greenstreet, right? That just, they need to be told on a regular basis that this stuff is, there's prosaic explanations for all this, and the whole extraterrestrial presence stuff is all a bunch of nonsense. They need to be told that all the time. I mean, these people, they think that they sometimes you'll see them online, they act like they just received they think they're so smart that, they act like they just received a briefing from the Joint Chiefs of Staff or something. They think that this is all the stuff that people do see is it's just some top secret stuff in the Pentagon. That's all it is. I mean, that's how they act. They think it's all, just psyops. You know what I mean, man? Just psyops. That's all it is. Psyops. I mean, these people I don't know what's wrong with them, but they're living their lives are complete fear. They're living their lives in total fear. They have no idea what they're talking about. And they're hanging on to everything that's posted, every tweet, every video, everything that these debunkers are putting out. There's a big time market for this. People don't want extraterrestrials on this planet. I get it. I get it. But hey, that's the reality, dude. That's the reality. I don't know what else to say about this. I get tired of talking about it, but it's just a sad facet of the whole phenomenon. The people who just won't accept it. They just can't accept it. They're just too afraid.